start off with the Ravens. Week 1 against the Chiefs, I give them the win. They win. Week 2 against the Raiders, I say oh, this is tough. Well, Ravens win this one, of course. Week 3, I say they beat the Cowboys. Week 4, I say they win. Week 5, I say lose to the Bengals. Week 6, I want to say they beat Washington. Oh my God, they beat Tampa Bay. Do they beat? Yeah, they beat the Browns. Man, they have a really easy schedule. From what I'm seeing, their team is amazing. They beat Broncos. They beat them. They beat them. They beat them. They lose to the Eagles, of course. Win that one. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose to Browns because they're gonna probably bench their players by then. I say they lose to Texans. Texans get their revenge. Ravens. Texans now. They're not a number 1 ranked team. We're gonna just do it by Texans versus Colts. I take Texans. I'm gonna take Bears on this one. Vikings. They have such a hard schedule. Man. I say Texans. Bills. And where are they playing out? Texans. Packers. Texans sweep them. If A-Rod's healthy, I say Jets. Jets. Detroit. I think they have a losing record. No, they do. Don't matter. Cowboys. Texans. Jaguars. My Dolphins are going to whoop the Texans. I'm sorry. Chiefs. I have them beating Tennessee week 8. Bear for me. Jets now. Jets lose week 1. Week 2 they win. Week 3 they win. Week 4 they win. Week 5 they lose. They win this one, I say. Win. Man, Jets are doing amazing. They beat the Texans. Beat them. Lose here. They lose to the Cardinals. They lose to my Dolphins. They lose to Jacksonville. Oh no. Did I not do Jacksonville? They lose to Rams. They lose 3. They lose 4 back to back. 5 actually. Man, that's actually wild. Bills beat them, and they beat my Dolphins week 18. My Dolphins, let's go. Dolphins week 1, they lose to the Jaguars. I'll give Jaguars this. They bounce back. They beat the Bills, beat the Seahawks, get their revenge game against the Titans, beat the Patriots, beat the Colts, beat Arizona, lose to Bills, beat the Rams, beat Vegas again, sweep Patriots. I say they beat Green Bay. They beat Jets and Texans. They lose to them. They beat Browns. Jaguars. There we go. Jaguars. One of the team. Nonetheless, I've given Jaguars a pretty fair schedule. They beat the Browns. They always beat the Bills. They're gonna lose one game against all their division rivals. I'm gonna tell you that. They beat the Colts. They beat the Bears. Beat the Pats. Lose to the Packers. They lose to the Eagles. I say they lose to the Vikings. Oh my God, they lose to the Lions. They beat Tennessee now. They beat Jets. Beat Rams. And they lose their last two games. Nonetheless, that puts Jaguars at a 10-7 record. Better, better. Next is the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. They lose week 1 to the Ravens. Sad. They lose to the Bengals week 2. And then they go on a dominant winning streak. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Chargers. They beat the Saints. Oh my God. Super Bowl rematch? I have Kansas City. They beat. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kansas City are going on a roll. They beat the Bills. They beat the Panthers. They beat Las Vegas. Beat the Chargers. Beat the Browns. They beat the Texans. Beat the Steelers, and they lose week 18. The Bengals. We have them. Bengals win week 1. They win week 2, of course. Week 3 they win. Week 4 they win. Week 5 they win. Week 6 they win. They lose week 7. They lose week 8. Bounce back. Win week 9. Lose week 10. Beat the Chargers week 11. They're up there. They beat the Steelers. I give Dallas this nonetheless. They beat Tennessee. I say Browns beat them twice. Beat this Browns, Cleveland Browns. Here they go. They lose week 1. They lose week 2. They win week 3, week 4, and you know what? I'm gonna give Washington that week 5. Week 5 because Washington have a new quarterback. They lose week 6. Week 7. I give them the win week 9. 10. They beat the Saints. I really know none of Saints players. Like, I'm not the guy who knows Saints players, but I will be able to put a player out on the team. They beat the Saints. They're gonna go even. They beat Steelers week 12 at home. They beat Denver, lose to Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, Falcons are struggling. They come out week 1 with a win. Week 2, they win. Week 3, no, I'm gonna give Chargers the win. Week 4 they win. Week 5 they lose. Man, Steelers are doing really good. They win week 6, lose week 7, win week 8. Week 9 they win. I have so much hope in their schedule. They lose. Bills, the Buffalo Bills, my rival team. They bounce in week 1 with a win. Lose week 2. We go all the way to week 7. They win. They win week 8 too. I give them 6-5. Week 9 they win. Week 10 they win. They lose week 13. 14 they win. They lose week 15. 16 they win. And week 18 in an intense match they lose to the Pats. Man, sad loss, but they can bounce back. Colts. So some of these teams, with a healthy roster, I think they can beat the Packers. No, I'm actually falling at the Bears. I think the Bears beat them. They can beat the Titans. They're gonna lose to the Dolphins. Vikings are gonna beat them nonetheless. Detroit again. They're gonna win that one. They're most likely gonna win that one, and winning week 18. Colts 7-9. Wait, what game did I miss? What game did I miss? I missed the game. Oh, they're gonna beat Tennessee both times. Titans. I have Titans 2-8 right now. Lose Week 1, lose again. They're gonna lose then. Okay, they lose to Detroit. They're gonna beat Pats. I don't know why I have Pats winning a game. I felt bad for them, but the Chargers will win this one. Vikings. Them. Denver Broncos are really one of the worst teams in the league. Like, they're gonna win their Week 18 match because Chiefs are gonna have their players benched. But like after this, none of these teams, like Browns, have the highest ranking because they like beat the Steelers. Uh, they're gonna lose to Tampa Bay. They get beat 8-0 called a left team. Led team Chargers. Wait. There's stuff a team that I haven't done yet. Um, I mean, coming off by Chargers, Chargers for sure. Saints, they're gonna beat them. Uh, they're gonna lose to the Falcons. Beat Raiders again. I give Chargers a W. Chargers nonetheless. I've been downing on the Chargers. I say they beat the Raiders. They beat Panthers. I don't have Panthers winning that many games. Panthers really are sorry. I don't have Cardinals winning that many games either. They'll lose to the Saints. I have to think. I'm gonna give them a win. They'll lose to the Bucks. They'll beat Pats. They'll lose week 8. Patriots, the team that I'm downing on. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm downing on. They have one of the hardest schedules in the NFL. Like, how are they gonna win any games? Like, they have the hardest schedule in the NFL. Arizona's gonna win this. I've been doubting on them. Raiders will beat the Panthers. They'll lose to the Rams. I think that's it. No, that's not it. Okay, Bucks are gonna beat them. They'll play with me. They can beat the Falcons, and they're going to lose to the Saints. Eagles, I see them strong. They'll lose to Packers, then they'll bounce back and win. They beat the Saints. They beat the Bucks. Their revenge game. They beat the Giants. Giants are terrible. They lose to the Cowboys. They beat the Commanders. Lose to the Rams. I say they lose to the Rams. They beat the Panthers, of course. Panthers are like I give Panthers some wins, but Panthers aren't winning that much. They'll beat the Commanders. Beat the Cowboys. Week 18, I think. Lions. Lions will lose week 1. Matthew Stafford gets his revenge. They'll lose week 2 too. They'll win week 3. Lose week 4. Week 6, they'll win that. They'll get their revenge. I have ready Vikings winning this one. Vikings are a pretty strong team coming out the gate. They'll lose to the Packers. Nonetheless, they're gonna lose to the Packers. Someone on 5 right now. I say they beat the Bears. They beat the Packers this time. Lose to the Bears. Get their revenge on the Niners, and they beat the Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. They win week 1, lose week 2, week 3. Green Bay. They beat Jets. Vikings, they'll lose to LA. I say LA wins this one. They'll beat the Bears on the road. Cardinals, Falcons, Bears this time. Seahawks, Green Bay, Rams, LA Rams. I've given them such hope. They win week 2. Week 3, they're gonna lose. Win that one. Lose this one. Win. Loss. Win and Seven, 49ers. 49ers have such an easy schedule. This is like so easy. They always blow out the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys right now. Yeah. Let me not sleep on Green Bay. I think Green Bay will get their revenge from in the playoff. All the teams that lost in the playoffs, I'm going to say that they're going to get their revenge. If they find a way to not get their revenge, there's something wrong. They'll beat the Bears. And with the record, they should lock up the 1 seed. So, I got Arizona. Done. Buccaneers will beat Washington. Washington suck. They'll beat Falcons. They're gonna have a split series with all of their rivals. Falcons there. They're gonna beat the Giants nonetheless. Washington and Giants. I'm sleeping on the Commanders' new QB. That's my problem. I'm sleeping on their new roster, and I don't care. They suck. They ultimately suck. Like, the Giants just have nothing good. Panthers, like, these Panthers, I don't want to say anything good in them either. They'll lose to the Cowboys, and they go 9-8. Bears. Green Bay. Green Bay is really strong. Seahawks, I'm sleeping on them. And Bears are going 9-7. Green Bay's 10-3. Oh no. Bears 9-7. Green Bay's 10-3. Oh no. Bears 9-7. Packers have 3 other games. Let's see these games. They won that. Seahawks and Green Bay. Seahawks. No, Dallas, I mean. Dallas, they're going to win week 2. Week 4, they win. 9. Packers might actually seal the deal in this division. 7-6 Seahawks. Let's see. They'll win that. I don't have Giants winning anything right now, and I don't feel bad. Falcons, I'm sorry, but you're gonna lose that. Falcons have like Cardinals are 3-8 Saints. They'll beat Panthers. Their next game against Panthers, they're gonna lose. They'll beat Falcons. Falcons will then beat them. They'll beat New York and they'll beat Washington. I give them that nonetheless. Saints go 7-10. I'm not surprised by that. 3-9 Panthers. Panthers want me to give them games. I'm not gonna give them games that they can't win. They can. This is a draw. How do I put a draw? Like, I need to find a way to put a draw on this. That's a draw. I'm joking, but it's just saying they don't have draws. I actually take New York over Panthers. Panthers are gonna have a split series with the Falcons. Arizona's gonna be Falcons. Here we go, Falcons. Cardinals. Washington. The worst team in the league right now is Patriots, by the way. 4-13. Almost the looking. Commanders have 2 matches. That are done. Washington and New York. Last team, New York. They're 2-15. Oh, New York did. All their games are done. New York go 2-15. The